Snjallráð án svika og á beigi ég braut frá rétti á og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem margt lokið leist þú vandræði greið þú flækju gef snjall ráð án svika og á beigi ég braut frá rétti og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem margt lokið leist þú vandræði greið þú frétti og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem margt lokið leist þú vandræði greið þú flækju gef snjall ráð án svika og á beigi ég braut frá rétti og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem allt lokið leist þú vandræði greið þú flækju gef snjall ráð án svika og á beigi ég braut frá rétti og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem allt lokið leist þú vandræði greið þú flækju gef snjall ráð án svika og á beigi ég braut frá rétti og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem allt lokið leist þú vandræði greið þú flækju gef snjall ráð án svika og á beigi ég braut frá rétti og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem allt svika og á beig ég brut frá rétti. Ráð án svika og á beig ég brut frá rétti. Og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem margt lokið leist þú vandræði greið þú flækju gef snjall ráð án svika og á beig ég brut frá rétti. Og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem margt lokið leist þú vandræði greið þú frétti. Og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem margt lokið leist þú vandræði greið þú flækju gef snjall ráð án svika og á beig ég brut frá rétti. Og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar sem margt lokið leist þú vandræði greið þú flækju gef snjall ráð án svika og á beig ég brut frá rétti. Og loka lúta læfi sem ráðbera leiða kunnanda lausa hútum sýndu opnan þar.
I almost hate to do it because I know a lot of people really groove on the intro songs. But good morning. And good morning to all our newcomers. I see a bunch of newcomers in the chat. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Saturday morning, also through Norse Pagan Heathen Prayer Service. My name's Reverend Ben Kowalski-Grayek. I'm with The Troth. This is presented by The Troth. And you're all welcome here. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming. If you guys got a chance to watch older streams, last week's streams, you can see what we do here, and I'll break it down for you in 3 different ways. Also, welcome back to our, what we say, frequent flyers. Here's what we do here. We'll break it down 3 ways. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to do some education. We're going to talk about this over here, this threefold method thing, where it comes from, what we do with it. Next, we're actually going to go through a prayer together, the one that's described here. So we're going to go through it together. If you want to play along at home, feel free to do so. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to just do a Q&A. Not every day that somebody gets to talk to a Gothi. Some of you might be new, not just to this stream, but might be new to also through heathenry and Norse paganism in general. And that's what I'm here to do. So if we have some time left over, and you guys have questions, I'll be happy to try to answer them as best I possibly can. If you have questions about also through heathenry, Norse paganism, if you have questions about the Troth, I'm happy to answer those as well. But yeah, this is our time. Welcome. Oh, Balin, good to see you again. Good to see all our newcomers here. Of course, newcomers always welcome. Okay. Let's first get into education, where we'll talk about this little thing over here, this threefold method. I don't know if the text is too small to read. I apologize if it is. What is the threefold method? The threefold method is the way that I pray. So I'm going to reveal this here as being my own construction, my own UPG. Every single member of our clergy in the Troth does things differently. This is the way I do it, and this is the way I have done it based on 20 years of practice and pulling that together. So if you've never prayed before in Norse paganism, you didn't know that we prayed in Norse paganism, the truth is that we do. We just don't all do it the same way. We don't all think of it the same way. This is the way that I think of it. And I'm going to tell you what sources I actually pulled this from, because I did actually do the research on Norse pagan prayer and the different occasions where you see it. And this is what I came up with as a mixture of all those different sources. So let's get started with the number one question. The first question that people usually ask me when they're talking about prayer is, which way should I face? Which way do I orient myself? My answer to that, and there is an answer, so I don't want to emphasize this, there is an answer to every question. It's not a matter of correct answer, it's just a matter of there is an answer. You can of course find one for yourself, but this is my answer to you. So in terms of where you face, 2 directions I believe are mentioned in the lore. One I believe is in Bede, the other one's in the sagas, is east and north. So these are 2 disparate sources about 2 different people. However, I synthesized these 2 directions together. And to answer your question, which way do I face? If you have an altar, you would face the altar. So as you can see here, and there's my altar, I'm facing my altar. If you don't have an altar, and you shouldn't feel a need that you have to go out and buy one before you can practice Norse paganism or also through, this is not a religion of having to buy a bunch of swag before you can sit down to practice. What you do is you simply check where the sun's at. Is the sun rising, or is it pre-dawn? Is the sun coming up? Face east. Has the sun gone down, or is it going down? Is it nighttime? Face north. So sun going down, face north. Sun coming up, face east. Easy way to start, even if you have nothing at all. So if you have no altar, pick a direction based on where you're at. I know we have some friends in Europe, the sun might be setting around this time. And I know we have some friends with me here in the United States where the sun is just coming up. And good morning, good morning. Okay. Next, after we figured out which way we're going to face, the first thing that we traditionally do for prayer or any kind of ritual is a blessing or a cleansing of the sacred space. This is very typical because, as I said in a previous TikTok video, we don't always get sacred spaces. In fact, most of our spaces are multi-purpose. Look around me. Look around me. You've probably already noticed this is also the family gym. It's the family workout space. It's also a storage space. It's a basement. We don't get usually devoted holy spaces. This space is an office. It's a workout studio. It's a place where we keep dirty clothes. It's a place where my kids draw on the walls. Like, it's a multi-purpose space. So we bless it and make it sacred for the time that we need to use it for the purpose of offerings or prayer. That's the first thing we do. And if you're from the old school, you know already the old way of doing it, which is the hammer rite. Hammer in the north, hail and hallow this holy stead. Hammer in the east, hail and hallow this holy stead. My mock hammer. Little high magic for me, right? It's a little bit dramatic for something like a morning prayer or an evening prayer or something really simple. Another thing that people do that I've noticed recently, if they don't like to do the hammer rite, is they take a candle, this is also my fake candle, or lantern or lamp or whatever, and they walk around and circumambulate the space. So the whole space, and they're chanting something, or they'll say something at different intervals in order to bless the space. For me, that's a bit impractical because this right hand here, this is touching a desk. And this left hand here, it's now touching a wall. I don't have that much space. I don't have space to circumambulate. I am not living on a palatial estate in rural Idaho. This is a house in the city, a small house in the city. And I know a bunch of you out there are probably living in apartments or dorm rooms or just rooms in a house where you don't have a lot of room. So what do? I took a tip from our friends from the East. Lovely. You can ring something, you can ding something, or if you don't have a bell or a singing bowl or anything like that, you can always just clap your hands. Once again, you don't need to go out and buy swag or think to yourself, I don't have a bell, I can't ever pray. No, you still can clap. We do that 3 times before we then bow and enter the space. So ring 3 times, ding 3 times, clap 3 times, and then enter the space. Come to kneeling, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm kneeling, and as I come to kneeling, after my bow, so bow, kneel, and then I do a quick blessing on myself. I bless my thoughts, I bless my words, and I bless my deeds. My thinking on that is I have just blessed the space, and now I bless myself entering the holy space. Hope that makes sense. After doing that, we actually get into the prayer proper. And this is where people ask me, what do I say? What is the correct thing to say for Norse pagan prayer? The first thing I want to caution people on is that prayer is not a magic spell. There is no correct words without which it will not work. So it's not like you're casting a spell or trying to get the gods to do something for you. And if you don't say exactly the right thing, they're not going to listen to you. No. Prayer is for me, a devotional act. It is me and my moment of encounter with the divine. It is my individual encounter with them. And it is not me calling them to me. It is me bringing myself to them. That makes sense. So I am not calling them to see me. I am bringing myself through my devotion to them. And here's what I say to that effect. And a lot of us say something like this. We have no records of a historic Norse pagan or Asatru prayer. Whatever those records were, they are gone. If they ever were written down, they're gone. What I do have, though, is poetry. And we have a lot of poetry in Norse paganism, a very large collection of poetry in the Eddas. And one of the poems that I look at, is the Sigdrifamal. And that's verses 2 and 3. It's the verses where the Valkyrie awakens, and she begins by speaking this. She starts with, "Hail day, hail sons of day." And then she begins the second verse saying, "Hail the gods, hail the goddesses." Is this a secret Norse pagan prayer? We don't know. Does it sound prayer-like to us? Yes. And have a lot of us adopted it as such? Yes. And so have I. So that's what we're going to be doing together, those 2 verses, and then 3 verses that are based on the structure of those first 2. You'll get it as we go along. You'll hear the structure, and then when I start doing the free verses, that's verses to Thor, to Freya, to chat's choice, whoever it is that we are praying to that day, those free verses, you'll start hearing that structure come through of the hail day, hail sons of day, hail night and her daughter. That structure is going to come through in the free verses. So we have those first 2, and then the free verses. And the free verses can be as many as you want, as many gods as you want to pray to in your moment. You do that. So it could be Thor, Odin, Freya, Njord, Loki, however many, and whomever you want to bring to that, you can. You also don't have to hail every single god. You can only hail one. You could say hail Thor. You could say hail Thor once. You could say hail Thor 3 times. You could say hail Thor 81 times if you want to. This is your devotional time. This is your moment. So however you want to spend it, whether it's hailing a bunch of different gods or hailing one god over and over and over again, whether it's saying the same thing over and over again or something different, it's up to you. This is the free verse time. So this is the free verse time, chat. Just if this is your first time here, we do take requests. So if you have prayer requests, like please pray to Loki for me, or please pray to whomever, I will do my best to accommodate. These verses I will have to come up with off the top of my head. So please, I ask your grace and forgiveness. I am not a great freestyler, so I will do my very best to accommodate the request. So if you say, please, I need someone to hail air for me, I'm feeling very sick, or my mother is sick, or my dog is sick, whomever, I will do my best to accommodate. So please, go right ahead. In the chat, you can pop any requests you need in. After doing the prayer, after doing each verse, I prostrate. So I'll speak a verse, and then you'll see me prostrate, face down, hands down, come back up again. I'll do a second verse, prostrate again, face down, hands down, come back up, and I'll just keep doing that as many verses as we have to do. Sometimes I can get quite dizzy, but we'll just go through each one, speaking, praying, prostrating, speaking, praying, prostrating, over and over again until we're all done. Then after all that, I like to do a short meditation, just a quiet meditation. Again, this is the moment between me and the gods where I try to think about the ways that I can take this moment of divine encounter, and bring it out into the world through seeking wisdom, through speaking kindly and truthfully, and through doing good and healing deeds. That's what I try and think about, is how I'm going to take this moment out into the rest of the day with me. Colin, you got it? I got air for you. Certainly. Air gets a lot of prayers these days. It's truly says something about the American healthcare system. But I joke. But air's gonna get it. Gadi, of course. Yes, of course. Hey, Gary, how are you? And yes, of course, we're going to pray for our former steer, our former president, Rob Schreiber, who just had really, really intense surgery. Of course, our dear friend. And Gary, welcome. Good to see you here. Ooh, Fenrir. I will do it. I will do it. I promise you I will do it. I do not typically pray to Fenrir, so this is going to be a moment of thinking for me of like, oh, what do I say? Big, okay. Struggling with your new child. I am sorry to hear about the struggles, but yes, I will do that. Frigg is more than welcome here. Oh, and I don't mean to imply that Fenrir is not welcome. Okay, I just want to say, since you are welcome here. I just want to say this: since you are welcome here, the gods that you are bringing with you, they are also welcome here. So just understand that I am welcome. Since I am welcoming you, I am also welcoming what you bring to the table. That's the principle here. That's the principle of hospitality that we are talking about. If you welcome a person, you are welcoming their gods. And we do that out of respect and out of reverence to the other in this space. Okay, we got a good lineup here. All right, so we got we got Fenrir, we got Frigg, we got Skadi. I think that's a good lineup. I'm gonna add Thor to that lineup. So let's. I'm gonna get kind of lightheaded. Okay, Thor, Frigg, Fenrir, Skadi, got a good 5. Good, great. Okay. Well, after doing that meditation, I'll stand and bow twice more, and then we'll just get on with our day, and we'll get to the Q&A. The prayer itself takes about 5 to 10, not 5 to 10 minutes, 5 minutes tops. So no worries that this is going to be some kind of slog or anything. So what do you say? Let's get to it. I'll put instructions on the screen so you guys can follow along. If you guys don't know the words to some of the prayers, I got you. I'm going to put up those words for the Sigdrifamal, at least as I speak them. I know there is a difference between how I say it and how others see it, but let's get to it. All right, so you'll see instructions pop up on the screen for what to do. I can't see you, and I'm not going to judge you if you don't do anything at all. Again, this is to adopt and adjust as you see fit. If you have mobility disabilities, I understand that what I'm going to do is a little bit more physically involved. Lots of bowing, bending, kneeling, prostrating. Might sound like, ooh, it's a lot for me. Feel free to give the hearty heathen head nod or a hell yeah, brother. If you want to throw that in there, that's cool. But don't feel obligated that you have to do everything along with me. However, if you want to take the opportunity to do this at home, feel free, right here. Let's start. Bless my thoughts, bless my words, bless my deeds. Hail day, hail sons of day, hail night and her daughter. Look upon us with kind eyes, as we who are patient find peace. Hail the gods. Hail the goddesses. Hail the ever-giving earth. Bless us with wisdom, kind words, and healing hands, lifelong. The first verse is for Thor. Hail Thor. Hail our sustainer and our protector. Hail the healer and the restorer. Bless us, Thor. Bless and protect us. Where we are sick, heal us and drive the thirsts of illness from our bodies, and restore us to health. Second verse is for air. Hail to air. Hail the healing maiden. Hail the best of physicians. Air, we pray to you for our friend and our leader, Rob Schreiber, as he recovers from surgery. Bless him, restore him to health, ease his pain, and bring him recovery. Hail Frigg. Hail Holy Mother. Hail Mother of all, lost and alone. Mother Frigg, we ask you to bless today the innocent victims of war, the children. May you bring them all into safety, turn them to comfort, bless them and protect their steps. Hail Fenrir. Hail to the wolf. Hail to you who howl for justice. Fenrir, bless those who hunger for justice. Bless them, protect them. Guide them in their steps until they are restored. Hail Skadi. Hail the huntress. Hail to she who walks between the winter trees. Skadi, bless and guide those who are lost. May they find the true path, and may they find their way home to safety and to comfort through your guidance in the wilds. Alright, folks. Now we're going to do our meditation. Once again, this is our encounter with the divine. Prayer is our moment of bringing ourselves to them. And as we bring ourselves to them, we now contemplate how to take this moment of divine encounter and bring it out into the world through seeking wisdom, through speaking kindly and truthfully to others, through doing good and healing deeds. So again, let's think on the gods and think on how we can bring this moment of encounter with the gods out into the world. I'll give it 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you guys so much for joining us for that. Let's stand and bow, and then we'll get to our Q&A. All right. And that's it. You did it, folks. If this was your first time doing Norse Pagan prayer, you just did your first Norse Pagan prayer. You can say you did it now. I think it says we've only got 1 minute left, but okay. We did take a little long on the education tip. So I tell you what, I will stick around for another 5 to 10. If you guys have questions. Good question. What is the Troth? The Troth is an international heathen organization that provides education and service for the public on inclusive heathenry and for inclusive heathens. So we answer questions from the public. We put out media for the public to understand our faith, and if we need to be represented in the public sphere, we have people who do that. We also give services like this one, prayer services. We provide clergy. We train clergy so that people can have weddings, funerals, all kinds of life moments that they can get visited in hospitals and hospice by heathen clergy. So that's a lot of what we do. Thank you, Justin. That's a very nice blessing. Oh, Balin, thank you. You have a great weekend too. Yeah, well, we try. You know, we are a small 501c nonprofit religious organization. looking for members all the time. But yeah, and I should also say provide in-reach services. If I want to say Rob Schreiber, the guy we were talking about before, he was one of the main architects of making inclusive heathenry part of in-reach services for the incarcerated. So we also do that too. Yeah, just kind of where that's kind of our mission, is just to serve and educate. Do we have any other questions for this morning service? You guys do? Great. If not, hey, I'm good. No questions. Check. Seriously considering officially joining the Troth. Any tips before joining? Honestly, to be clear, like, joining the Troth is not like joining a kindred. Joining a Troth is more like joining something like Sons of Norway. I don't know if you ever heard of like fraternal organizations like Sons of Norway or something like that. You become a member, you get benefits like magazine, access to communications platforms. It's not quite like joining a kindred. So I wouldn't necessarily say you need to prepare in that sense. There are codes of conduct and things that you'll need to follow as a member, but you can always read that before you join and say like, oh, I'm not doing that. The code of conduct is pretty straightforward. So it's nothing that you wouldn't expect out of inclusive heathen membership society. The thing that I would say that Troth membership really, I would like someone to know before they join the Troth is that that all these nonprofits, religious organizations, they are participatory. So you will be expected to do things like vote, think about the direction of the organization, and contribute in some way to moving that forward. Now, you don't have to, obviously. You don't have to any more than if you're enjoying an inn, right, by the roadside, right? If you stop there, you're under no obligation to like tend the fire at the inn. You can just enjoy being there. But I would say that if someone wanted to prepare themselves, I would say just get in the mindset of participating in governance, in religious life. There's really not a limit to how much you can get involved in. Yeah, Balin, you'd be surprised. You would be surprised at how many people would object to basic human decency. Of course. You officially join the Troth by, just like you join any other kind of membership society, like I was saying with like Sons of Norway, you pay the annual fee and then you're a member. That's it. You go to the website, pay the annual fee, and you are a member. Agree to the terms, right? Agree to the code of conduct and all that stuff. But that's it. You pay the membership fee and you're a member. You're also an official voting member, we'll even say. That's why I mentioned the thing about participatory, Balin, is because you are a voting member from day one. So we don't restrict people. Again, this is a membership society. It's very similar to how other kind of membership societies work. You have a vote, you have a stake, officially as soon as you join. But I should also say, like, since it's not a kindred, right? A lot of people worry about things like initiation rituals, and some people want that kind of stuff, right? The Troth is definitely not that. Again, thinking of other membership societies that you may have been part of before in your life, they used to be a lot more popular and more prevalent, but the Troth is kind of an old-fashioned idea. Well, hello, you came late, but you came. What I'm saying. All right, folks, it does look like we're about 6 minutes past. I do enjoy your company. However, I do have to wake up my family and my daughter so we can go fly a kite today. Yay. But if you want to come back, we also are doing this service again at 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back for that. I'll be here. If this was your only time to do this, that's fine. But hey, we'll also be back on Saturday. Next Saturday too. And the Saturday after that. And the Saturday after that. So, if you missed us this time, if you missed it this time, if you were late, not a problem. You can always catch us later in the day or catch us next week. No problem. Yes, take care, everybody.